With 3 children under the age of 8 and an Australian Shepherd in tow, Brandon Patschke spends his days cutting hay, feeding cattle, and checking cotton on his farm just outside of Lubbock.
It's like nothing else to be able to go out every day and do something just a little bit different. Than no day's ever the same.
Brandon says his passion and love for his family drives him to continue the farming tradition. Brandon is a 5th-generation farmer who watched his dad and grandfather work tirelessly to care for the land. That inspiration created a desire in him to start driving a tractor, cleaning turn rows, and running a combine when he was still in junior high. Now, Brandon and his family stay busy growing cotton, wheat, alfalfa, and grain sorghum, all while raising club calves and commercial cattle.
It's all seasonal what we do, but it's always peaks at different times, and some of it peaks on top of the others, and which makes it really difficult on the family and kind of split some time up, but it's all very, very rewarding.
That reward is something Brandon works to share with his wife Elyse and their 3 children, Aniston 7, Bryceland 4, and Brogan 2.
I love taking the kids with me, and when the wife's available, not teaching school, she tries to come and ride around with us and check on cows and check on wells, check on pivots and the drip systems and the different stages of the cotton and seeing where we're at.
Although their time with their dad is often short due to school and other activities, Elyse says her children benefit from the time on the farm.
They're not afraid to get dirty. They're not afraid to look at hard work and want to be part of that. They love being outdoors. They love anything that they can do with their dad or me outdoors, being with the cows. They absolutely love being part of that.
The Patschke children's love for the family farm is something their parents hope they hold on to. Perhaps one day they'll carry on the farming legacy. Brandon is currently serving on the Lubbock Farm Bureau Board of Directors. He says it's a great organization that serves the farmers and ranchers of the nation.
Not every farmer and rancher has the time to sit at home and read up on policies and different political stands, and it's really neat to see, that somebody is out there standing up for us and letting us know what our best options are. "11 years ago, Darrell Bowers and his family traded in their cattle for a commodity some might consider a little fishy. Utilizing an old rice farm and its irrigation system, he has become one of the largest catfish farmers in the state, second only to his uncle. He maintains 38 ponds, each about 8 acres in size, a total of 310 acres of water. He also raises corn, milo, or cotton, depending upon the market. Although this venture into catfish farming might seem unusual, Darrell says the move was worthwhile. Last year, the farm sent close to 3 million pounds of fish to processing facilities for sale across the U.S.
Whenever we decided to do something different with aquaculture, I really thought that this could be something for the future because it's sustainable. We can grow a lot of food on a short amount of acres, and with the growing populations, I think this was some way that I could do more of my part than any other way to help feed the world.
Feeding the world involves more than just throwing fish in a pond and waiting for them to grow. It's a full-time job maintaining aerators, feeding the fish, and more.
There's a lot more risk here in aquaculture. We sink a lot more money per acre than we do with row crop operation. And it's a little more labor intensive. I mean, where aquaculture is with these catfish, we almost have to babysit.
The large catfish are harvested in 2,000-pound loads and sent to Louisiana for processing. It's hard work, but Darrell is assisted by his family and several employees. He and his wife Lindsey have a 3-year-old son, Weldon, and are expecting another son who will be named Will.
I think that's key in our operation, is that it is a family operation, and not just between Darrell and myself and our sons, but also with Darrell and his brother and his dad and mom. It's the backbone of agriculture, and it should be the future of agriculture. I think that as long as we have family operations, that's going to secure the success of us.
To ensure a bright future, the Bowers are also members of their county farm bureau and serve on the state Young Farmer Rancher Committee.
I am new to Texas Farm Bureau, but over the last 12 months, we've really learned about what they do for us as farmers and landowners. As they go and advocate for farmers and make sure that our rights and our ideals are duly protected.
From a hurricane that wiped out his crop to a drought that kept one from growing, Samuel R. Sparks III has weathered it all. Sam is a third-generation farmer who grows cotton, corn, grain sorghum, soybeans, and sugarcane near the Texas-Mexico border. He also raises registered and commercial Brahman and commercial Brangus cattle. Although it isn't always easy to be so diverse, Sam feels he's part of a very special business.
I can't think of any other industry that could endure the hardships that agriculture faces and will continue to face. Just to think of the resiliency of the men and women involved in agriculture and production agriculture, I feel very blessed to be a part of it. That's how the plant makes its own nitrogen.
The Sparks family started farming in the 1950s after Sam's grandfather was involved in a motorcycle accident and used the insurance money to buy land instead of setting his broken leg. That dedication has been passed down for generations. Sam says his family has always done whatever they could to overcome the hard times.
My family is the biggest part of this operation. They're the reason why I do what I do and why I work as hard as I do. My wife is a very important consultant that I rely on. I never have the ability to leave what I do at the door. I take it with me everywhere I go, and we discuss matters on a regular basis and try and figure out the best solution for whatever problems we may be facing.
Many of the cows in Sam's herd are gentle enough to be petted by Sam, his wife Shannon, and their young daughter Eve. Shannon says Eve seems to enjoy the cows and likes checking them with her dad early in the morning. Although there are moments when she doesn't want Eve to come back to the farm, she says she loves many things about farming.
I don't know too many dads that take their daughter to work every day, especially when she's less than 1 year old. And his granddad started it, so having that heritage in a business is wonderful. I think if that's something she wants to do, I would be very happy for her to do that. I would love for her to go do something else and see what else is out there, but if she decided to come back, then I would be fine with that.
To help secure the future of his family and agriculture, Sam is a member of his County Farm Bureau Board of Directors and has been for several years.
It's an organization like none other. Agriculture is the backbone of our world, I believe, and we need organizations like Farm Bureau to continue to stand by people involved in production agriculture and make sure that our industry is sustainable.